Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5. Now Stroud. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have a Texans first down and more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. This run straight ahead for Etienne. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He completes it to Hutchinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
This one complete to Melton. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Here's Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jacorian Bennett. Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one, and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They motion the slot man left. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll get this out wide. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Tight end on the move left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. He is in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That's complete to ETN. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really fired.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Stroud to throw here on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And There was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A second down throw for Stroud. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now Stroud. He completes it to Hutchinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to throw. Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Shaheed in motion. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and He had no choice but to throw it away.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. In motion now, it's Collins. Here's Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. Accelerating toward midfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's a first down and a gain of 13. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They put Woods in motion. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. To throw is Stroud. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense to...
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Second and a yard. Putting the tight end in motion. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They put Woods in motion. Lawrence throwing on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Texans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They put Woods in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? Here's Lawrence. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll drop to throw. A second effort, and he is in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's bait.
Is that all right?